POV, YN. There are many ways to break a heart. Jungkook chooses the most tortures method: silence. It's spring in Seoul, but inside our penthouse, it always feels like winter. The air smells like cold and too much money. I am not saying I don't love money. Who don't? Anyways, also the walls echo with things we stopped saying months ago. Don't know where and how things gone wrong. Jungkook. He's my husband. My cold CEO husband. Every morning I pass him in the hallway like a stranger. He nods, checks his watch, and disappears into another day built on power, meetings, and distance. Every night he returns with that same blank expression, as if love is just another business he failed to profit from. But tonight, something's different. I can feel in my right chest. He comes home early. That alone is shocking. His tie is half loosened, his hair slightly messed, eyes darker than usual, like he's been fighting with ghosts. "Dinner's on the counter," I say quietly. He doesn't answer. He just stands there looking at me like he's memorizing something. I shift uncomfortably. "What?" Jungkook's voice is low, careful. "Don't go to bed yet." And before I can ask why, he turns and walks upstairs. The house swallows his footsteps, leaving me alone with the sound of my heart pounding. POV. Jungkook. I've built empires from nothing. I've ruined men twice my age with a single contract, but none of it prepared me for her silence. Every word she doesn't say, it kills me. Every time she turns away, it burns. When she said I felt nothing, I believed her for a while. Because what do I know about love? I was raised on perfection, not affection. Control, not comfort. It's my fault too, my behavior. Me makes her like that. It's not her fault. But the night she said, "You'll never change, Jungkook," something inside me broke. That's when I did it. The tattoo. Her name, YN, inked right over my heart. The artist asked if I was sure. I didn't even blink. I told him pain doesn't scare me anymore. Losing her does. And tonight, I'll show her. Not to beg, not to impress, but to finally let her see that even a heart made of stone can carry her name in blood. POV, YN. The door to his room is half open. Soft music hums from somewhere inside. Slow, haunting, unfamiliar. When I step in, he's standing by the mirror, shirt half unbuttoned. His back is tense, breathing uneven. The city lights spill through the window, painting him in gold and shadow. He looks at me through the mirror. "Close the door," he says quietly. I do. My pulse quickens. Then he turns around, and my entire world stops. Black ink, bold strokes. Right above his heart, my name, YN. I can't speak. I can't breathe. "What the hell, Jungkook?" He doesn't look away. His voice is barely a whisper. "I couldn't tell you how much I love you, so I burned it into me." My throat tightens. "You're insane. You know that." He nods once. "Probably. But you're the only thing that ever made me lose control." He steps closer. I take a step back. "Jungkook, do you have any idea?" He interrupts, voice shaking. "How hard it is to love you quietly?" POV, Jungkook. She's standing in front of me, angry and heartbroken and beautiful. Her eyes glisten, and God, I miss that fire. "I thought tattooing my name was your way of owning me," she says. I shake my head. "No, it's my way of surrendering." She blinks. "I don't own you, YN. You own me. You always have." The silence between us thickens, heavy and trembling. "I don't need to see my name on your skin," she whispers. "I needed to see myself in your heart." I swallow hard. "You always were there. I just didn't know how to show it." My voice breaks, raw, unpolished. "You think I'm cold because I don't say much. But every time you smiled, I wanted to fall to my knees. Every time you cried, I wanted to burn the world that made you. Even if it's me." Her tears finally fall. "Then why did you push me away all this time? Why not talk to me? Why?" "Because I didn't think I deserved you. You are innocent, pure. You are the person everyone wants in their life. I admit. And when I finally realized I did, you were already halfway out the door." POV. YN. I don't even realize I'm crying until he wipes the tears away with trembling fingers. For once, he's not composed, not distant. He's just a man, broken open, bleeding truth. You can't fix everything with pain and ink, I whisper, tracing the ink on his chest. This doesn't heal what you broke. I know, he says, eyes glistening, but it's a start. I let out a shaky breath. You're so stupid. His lips twitch into a faint, desperate smile. Only for you. Something inside me snaps. The anger, the longing, the months of empty space between us. I grab his collar and pull him in. The Kado is not soft. It's wild, angry, raw. Every unsaid word pressed between our LL piaos, our Tiaongju $3 fights, T33th cloche. Heartbeat getting out of control, brain closing from thinking any further. He groans softly, hands gripping my waist like he's scared I'll disappear again. When we finally break apart, our foreheads touch, both of us trembling. You still love me? He whispers, almost afraid to ask. I nod slowly. I never stopped. POV. Jungkook. For the first time in forever, she's in my arms again. Her warmth, her scent, her heartbeat. It feels like coming home. She pulls back slightly, looking at the tattoo again. It's beautiful and painful, she says softly. I laugh, quiet and shaky. It's yours. She chuckles through her tears, brushing her thumb over my name. Your impossible husband. And your unforgettable wife, I whisper. She presses her lips over the ink, right above my heart. The touch burns, sweet, electric, eternal. POV-YN. We stay like that for a long time. No words, no lies, just heartbeats. The city hums below us, alive and distant, while we fall apart and fall together in the same breath. Later, when we're lying in bed, his fingers trace invisible shapes on my arm. You hate me less now? He asks, voice sleepy. I hate you the same, I murmur. But I love you harder. He smiles against my hair. That's fair. I rest my head over the tattoo, listening to his heartbeat under my name. It doesn't sound like the man who used to freeze me out. It sounds alive, human. POV, Jungkook. The morning sun crawls through the blinds, soft and warm. She's asleep on my chest, her fingers tangled with mine. I look at the ink again. It used to feel like guilt. Now it feels like gratitude. She shifts slightly, mumbling my name in her sleep, and I realize I don't need to prove anything anymore. I'm hers, ink or no ink. POV-YN. When I wake up, he's already watching me. Hair messy, eyes softer than I've ever seen. Morning, CEO, I tease. He smirks, voice low. Morning, Mrs. Jian. I laugh, and for once it doesn't echo off the walls. It stays, in the air, in the warmth, in the quiet that finally feels like peace. My eyes drift to his chest again. The ink gleams faintly under the sunlight. Does it still hurt? I ask. He nods. Only when I think about losing you. I smile faintly, leaning in. Then don't. Outside, the world goes on. Cars, meetings, deadlines. But here, it's just us. Two people who almost destroyed each other, learning how to heal instead. And when his arms wrap around me, I realize maybe love was never about perfection. Maybe it's about finding someone who sees your scars and says, I'll stay anyway. The ink over his heart proves it. My name, not as a possession, but as a promise carved into the silence between us. Sometimes love doesn't speak. It bleeds, heals, and stays. And sometimes it lives right under the skin, where only the brave dare to look.